This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. I'm Marek Mazurek. Just over a year after announcing plans to set up shop in southern Indiana, Louisville-based Conco Inc. is planning an expansion of its Scottsburg operations. Conco makes ammunition containers for the U.S. military. The company said Monday it will invest over $70 million to add 150,000 square feet of space and create 175 jobs. One Southern Indiana, the Chamber of Commerce organization for Clark and Floyd counties, said the expansion will accommodate increased manufacturing, finishing, and storage needs. Conco has been a supplier to the U.S. military for more than 50 years. The company said the jobs coming with the expansion will have an average hourly wage of $30 per hour. The IEDC is offering Conco almost $2 million in conditional tax credits. The city of Scottsburg is also offering a 5-year personal property tax abatement and a 10-year real property tax abatement. 1 month after the ribbon cutting for Evansville's first shipping container homes, the single-family residences are being primed for the real estate market. A ceremony to observe the completion of the 2 homes was held in September. The Community Action Program of Evansville, or CAPE, and the Evansville Department of Metropolitan Development worked together on the initiative as part of a long-range feasibility study to determine whether this type of affordable housing will work in the city. CAPE CEO Gary Rowan said a local real estate firm is currently assessing the values of the 640 square foot homes.
We have a 36-month window. We could lease with an option to purchase, but we're thinking that it would be more feasible for us to sell them now as opposed to leasing them for a period of time and then hoping that the buyer would be able to finance it before the end of the 36 months. It's an opportunity for individuals to, in some cases, to start generational wealth.
The idea to bring shipping container homes to Evansville originated several years ago, but the pandemic delayed the project. Once the Affordable Housing Initiative got underway at the end of 2022, material prices and availability became an issue. Rowan said each home has a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom layout, and the spaces are fully furnished. From the #1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage.
The Indiana Hospital Association has selected a former health policy advisor to former Governor Mitch Daniels and Nursing Home Trade Association leader as its next president. The association said Tuesday morning that Scott Tittle will take the helm of the nonprofit professional trade group on November 25th. He succeeds interim president Blake Dye, who took over himself after long-term president Brian Tabor stepped down last spring. As president, Tittle will advocate on behalf of the state's 170 hospitals, some of which have come under sharp criticism in recent years for high prices and lofty profits, making Indiana one of the most expensive states in the nation for healthcare. On the other hand, some Indiana hospitals are struggling to survive in the wake of rising costs for wages, supplies, and drugs. Greensburg-based accounting and business advisory firm RBSK Partners has acquired Hash CPA Group in Franklin, the firm announced Monday. Financial terms of the deal were not disclosed. RBSK Partners has a few other locations around the state and now has 34 employees after the addition of Hash CPA Group's 5 staff members. The combined firm will operate under the RBSK Partners name. Hash CPA Group provides tax planning, financial statement preparation, and business consulting. Lots of public defenders dream of making a difference for the clients they serve, but few have so stark an opportunity as Chloe Carnes, a recent graduate of the Indiana University Robert H. McKinney School of Law. As one of only a handful of lawyers serving a very rural area, Carnes has the potential to make a very large splash in a very small, very lawyer-deprived pond. While still in school, Carnes spent a summer as a paid intern in the Greene County Public Defender's Office as part of the Rural Justice Initiative, a program jointly managed by McKinney and the IU Maurer School of Law in Bloomington. Begun in 2019, the program provides paid externships to law students who spend a summer assisting Indiana judges, prosecutors, and public defenders in rural counties that are facing a critical shortage of attorneys. The Rural Justice Initiative, which has so far placed IU law students in 31 Hoosier counties, aims to address a glaring shortage of rural attorneys in Indiana. For more on this story, head to InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Pro volleyball is coming to Indianapolis with the team Indy Ignite. Ignite President and General Manager MK Hughes is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast hosted by Gary Dick, presented by PNC. A weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.